As interest rates and inflation remain high, more Americans are finding it tougher to get approved for new loans or credit.
Rejection rates for credit cards, mortgages, and auto loans all rose in 2024 and are well above pre-pandemic levels. Derek James looked into the reasons why and what you can do to boost your odds of getting approved.
It was surprising. I was very surprised.
Ali Cifuentes knows what it's like to be denied credit.
I went through the paperwork of submitting my pay stubs and getting my credit checked.
He was unable to get a car loan from his credit union with a credit score of 690. He's among a growing number of Americans who have been rejected. In the past 12 months, 48% of applicants faced a rejection on at least one loan application, according to a new Bankrate survey. Digging into these numbers, 45% of applicants with scores between 670 and 799, which is considered to be good or very good credit, are being denied. So why is that happening?
It's coming from the lender side, where lenders are getting a little bit pickier about who they approve for loans.
What do we know about how these denials affect those trying to borrow?
65% of Americans who were rejected say that it negatively impacted their finances. And some of the sticking points for me that were really worrisome were 22% said they felt more stressed about their finances. 14% even said that they pursued alternative financing like a payday loan or buy now, pay later or cash advances. You know, what we really see here is that a lot of Americans aren't turning to debt to finance frivolous spending, especially those at the lower income spectrum. They're relying on credit to make ends meet right now.
And if you've recently been denied a loan or are trying to improve your chances at future borrowing, here's what experts say you can do. First, pay your debts on time and keep credit utilization low. When it comes to your credit, these are the two biggest factors. They carry the most weight. Using no more than 30% of your credit limits is a good guideline here. Second, check your credit report for errors once a year to make sure you aren't getting dinged for something that isn't your fault. Also, boost your income and pay down debt. Easier said than done, right? You'll want to reevaluate how much money is leaving your wallet and how much is coming in. And fourth, go beyond your credit score. Synchrony is one of the companies using an underwriting system called Prism. Now that considers up to 9,000 data points on an applicant's financial and credit habits, including total monthly spending. Now this model has helped people who might traditionally be declined by showing that they hold on to enough of their money each month to make all of their payments. But Jeff and Aaron, it's clear that lenders are worried about a growing number of defaults. They've had more charge-offs in the last year than they have in over a decade.
Interesting, the tools they're turning to try to assess people. And then what happened with Ali, who you showed us?
Well, he never got a reason from the credit union as to why he was denied the loan. And that's not something that should happen. There are a number of rules out there, really consumer acts that are out there to make sure that you get some sort of notification, typically by mail, that these are the reasons why you don't have enough credit or you have too many lines of credit that are at their limits. That's something that you should get in the mail. If not, you might have to do a little bit of digging to get that info.
He's going to have to take all of your advice, not sure what he went wrong with, and just try to fix things.
And what he said is, you know what, when I got that, I said, did you go to anybody else? And he said, no, I decided maybe I should wait and buy a car with cash the next time.